Well, for years, the whole problem in helicopters is to make them not shake. And as you're going along, you've got this rotor turning up here with all kinds of harmonics coming down, aerodynamics, dynamics, excitation that makes them shake. This guitar, to make it good, it must shake. So you do the opposite. And that's how we created this round back, created more sound in the top, the Ovation guitar.
Ovation Guitar， 相信喜歡玩民歌嘅朋友都唔會覺得陌生。Hello， 我係 Michael Wong。由80年代嘅 Sam Hui 至到90年代 Beyond 樂隊，大家應該會記得好多 Ovation Guitar 同台演出。Bill Kaman 係 Ovation Guitar 始創人個大仔，佢喺1985年走馬上任。佢同我哋一樣，都係一個超級吉他發燒友。直到1998年佢退休之後，佢遊戲人間。玩盡天下靚吉他，收尾仲開咗間錄音室添。青韻民歌組裏面吉他高手如雲，相信喜歡 Ovation 吉他嘅亦唔少。我哋今次藉住青韻民歌組40週年，特別請咗 Bill 翻嚟同我哋傾下偈。
Hi Bill, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the CW Folk Hong Kong Folk Zoom party. So say hi to our friends over in Hong Kong.
Yes, hello to friends in Hong Kong. It's a good day in Texas, and hopefully it's a good day over there. Well, yes, I was there once years ago with Mark Goudet of Trace Elliott.
I don't think any of the articles I've read have mentioned it. How was it received when the round back first came out? I mean, you were still very young back then. I mean, what do you remember people saying about it?
The first time I saw it was unique. It was interesting. My first guitar was prototype number 6.
Okay.
And that's that big bowl. There's no waste in it at all. It just starts the curve and just goes all the way around. Mm-hmm. And when it was my guitar, it was unfinished. So it was just the green fiberglass. There was no black paint on it.
Right.
And so I had that. And that's what I learned on. That was my first guitar. And then my father said, well, we got to get it, dressed up for you. So they took it back to the factory and they finished it and they put the black on the bowl and all the rest of this. And frankly, I think it sounded a little bit better without paint on the bowl.
It was, right. So along the same line, what about the Adamas? How was it received internally amongst you guys in the factory when the first one came out of the assembly line per se?
I guess by then we'd been working with the design a lot. So when the Adamas kind of got configured with the multiple sound holes and all the rest of that, most everyone was already comfortable with it because the first designs were basically F-holes in the upper valves.
Right, I remember seeing it.
And that's where it all started. So as it evolved to the multiple sound holes, kind of by the time it got there, everyone was already used to it.
Well, but there's the fact that also the carbon fiber and the birchwood, the sandwich.
Yes, to make it work. And it took a while to get that to work correctly because the birch was at a 45-degree angle, or was it 30-degree? I forget what it was, but it was at an angle on the inside, whereas the graphite went straight. So it was not 90 degrees.
Right.
And I think some of the first ones they tried were 90 degrees. It didn't quite work. So they had to do some experimenting with that to get it. There was a lot of interest in it. Yeah.
I mean,
we all felt like we were, on the verge of something new.
Because if you look.
It got everyone excited. We were all pretty excited about it. By then, Ovation had been around 10 years.
Right, right.
So you take it to somebody like Glenn, who was, already, the ambassador for Ovation. Mm-hmm. It's like, gimme. I want my guitar now.
Right, right.
And, he had one, and then Nancy Wilson had to have one, and then it's like, well, they got them. Where's mine? So it took off and went pretty well.
Back to your younger days, did you really wanted to, work in the factory, or you were kind of forced into it?
No. That's what I wanted to do.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to go work in the factory, and it was always fun. So the first 2 years at the factory, I had to do everything by hand because I couldn't touch machines.
Right.
Because of insurance issues.
Right.
So I did everything by hand, sweeping floors.
I know. I was going to say. Yeah.
But I always wanted to do that. So every year I went back during the summer and worked there during the summer and did everything, and then eventually got out of college and started doing the applause guitar, and then actually, yeah, it was applause, which turned into the Matrix, and then we had. Okay, I left Kaman Music in '98
Right.
because it was getting very, very corporate and business oriented. You know, and we had grown, the business had, you know, grown, you know, 10 times what it was when I started.
So fast forward today, I mean, let's talk a little bit about your, you know, music career and your studio. I mean,
You know, we came here and recorded my first CD with Matt in his in a garage that he was living in, and
right.
so we went around. We looked around for houses or places to go, and wound up buying this house in downtown Austin. Turned it into a studio, and you know, I've been doing that ever since. And it's hard to believe it's been like about 6 years, I think. We've had that.
Let's talk about the song you wrote for Nancy, Smile.
You know, we all know, you know, Nancy. We all got to know her well. Yes. And then she told me that she was sick and that the cancer had come back. And so I said, well, I'm not going to write a sad song. We talked about things here. I said, what do you like? What are the things you like? And on there was Rocket Chair. I said, well, we'll write the song about your chair. That, you know, it's about somebody just reflecting on their life, or it's, you know, somebody that actually is passing, or it's just, you know, somebody out there looking at a chair. And so I was trying to put all that stuff together. Through the trees I see my old rocking chair, swaying back and forth, though I'm not there. Too wet today to go outside. It's been coming down all through the night, and I smile. Oh yes, I smile. Was my mother's chair when I was small. Rock me all day long without a care at all, and I'd smile. Yeah, I'd smile. It's been years since she's been gone. Became my chair as time moved on. Rocked my kids, I rocked myself, relived those memories, kept on a shelf, and I smiled. Yeah, I smile. I sometimes wonder what the end will be. What does life have in store for me? I have to wait all until it's here. Maybe tomorrow, maybe in years. So I rock and I smile. A hawk above, a horse beside, makes me want to saddle up and go for a ride. I go round back, tune up my guitar. Holy buckets, Batman, it's like lightning in a jar, and I smile. Oh yeah, I smile. Sun's hot today, I soak it in. Wish I could be a kid, begin again, and I smile. Yeah, I smile.
All those years are past me now, but I still smile, I don't wear a frown. My rocking chair keeps me tied to the ground, rocking back and forth without a sound. I feel strength, oh, I never knew was there. It keeps me going like I'm flying through the air, and I smile. I close my eyes and smile. I see my light, and I smile.
Okay, well, I hope you all enjoyed this because I've enjoyed it. And we're here talking about music and guitars. And of course, we all love guitars, which is why we're here in the first place. So thank you all for joining and listening. And, good luck in the future and keep playing.
Thank you, Bill.